everybody. Today's podcast is with none other than Renato Canuto, the man, the myth, the legend. We greatly appreciate you coming down, teaching a seminar. You got a lot of things going on, so
thank you. Thank you.
You got a lot of things going on. CJI, you just had a Aiga tournament. How was that?
Yeah, super cool, man. I mean, the idea of the event, I had just done the PGF first when I came back. I was trying to fight MMA all this time, and then that wasn't happening. I was in a contract with one championship, so I couldn't really grapple. So I just put the idea on the side.
Okay.
I finally figured out that like they were allowing the guys who are not belt holders to go and compete. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go at least do some jiu-jitsu again, because I've been missing getting out there and competing. So I did the PGF, which was a team event. So I was already excited about that team idea. It's a different vibe, like because in jiu-jitsu, like I said before, is in jiu-jitsu we train together every day and we make each other better. And we always cheering for each other, even though we're trying to kill each other in the training sometimes. You're still trying to help each other out.
Absolutely.
So over there was the same thing, it was like everyone was competing, and then like after 2-3 days we're hanging out all the time there, and it's like a week-long event. Like we were like getting caught and going right to the back. Like, how did you do that? And, like showing moves like that. Like jiu-jitsu people are. So going to Aiga was even cooler because now I had like at PGF every team had like 2-3 good guys and some other guys that we didn't really know. We got to know each other in there, But like a lot of good, like 2 guys that were really good on each team. On Aiga, like the team that we had that Rich put together with Kasai, it was
Team
insane.
Kasai,
It was like
man.
we only had beasts. So it was like we put the Avengers together. It was like, let's go there and hang out and fight these dudes. Like it was insane. Because then it was just everyone was fighting so good. Your only worry was just like, oh my god, I don't want to underperform. Like, I have to get a sub.
I don't even know what that means for you. Underperform. Every time you compete, it's always exciting. You're always like the head of the show when you're doing stuff. So that's why we're greatly appreciative of you coming down and showing some techniques today and training with us. So let's talk about the Craig Jones and ADCC situation going on. What do you feel about it?
Man, I think it's great for us, right? Great for jiu-jitsu, great for the athletes, exactly. It's hard because like at the end of the day, I understand the promoting side of things too. I do try to be understanding of everyone's situation. At the end of the day, you want jiu-jitsu to be profitable for the people organizing the events as well, because at the end of the day, it's not just like, oh, let's find a way to give athletes money. Like, if the event doesn't make money, then it's not going to keep happening or going on, right?
Absolutely.
So I understand, but I feel like ADCC been around for a very, very, very long time, and the only thing was that, like, the prize money has just been the same for so long, and it doesn't hold the same value as it held 20 years ago, or more. So I feel like everyone has fair points, I still feel like ATC is still gonna be just as big, and like the it doesn't take away their value, but like anything, it's like it's politics at that point, right? Like people finally get fed off something, and then this one crazy guy goes and he creates a riot, and now we're all gonna go there and protest, and we're like, we want to get paid,
Gotta get paid.
That's basically what is happening right now. I don't think it's bad for anybody. It's definitely a surprise and kind of sucked for HCC, who was trying to go to T-Mobile and make this big thing. But at the same time, I feel like we should have taken like 2-3 steps back and not thought so much of like how big of a show can we make, how big can we show that jiu-jitsu is right now, and done a little bit more like let's really show how much these guys are making, how much because that's the whole thing. Like, we can't sell the idea of like, hey man, let's invest everything on jiu-jitsu because you can live from this. It's only one or other passionate parent that sees, that is around the scene or been to competition or realize how big it's getting and maybe want to invest on their kid. But like most parents, if your kid is good at football and good at jiu-jitsu, they're gonna go to football. If they're good at basketball and jiu-jitsu, you're gonna invest on them on basketball. And like all of these other sports that you can make money, you can have a career, you can go to school, and you can have, what I'm saying, like you're gonna have a future on it. In jiu-jitsu, it's a little bit tough too, so we want to change that as well. So someone comes in and say, hey brother, I got $1 million bag here and another $1 million bag here. You get $1 million and you get $1 million. You can't be mad at that guy.
Not
like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's that's a good thing for the sport in general. Like I said, like, you know, we want the sport to be able to be profitable, and we also want the people to be talking about, oh, that guy made $1 million. That changed things. You know, that sounds big. That's what my family was waiting every single time I came back from a big tournament. Like, hey man, you won the Worlds. How much money did you make? You know, they want to hear that. They want to hear like, hey, you made $1 million. That's crazy.
How hungry are you for that $1 million?
Dude, as hungry as I was, I feel like when I was a brown belt, when I first came around the scene, and I moved here at 19, and I was not sure, like, similar to kind of where I feel right now, because I was trying to fight in May, and I've been away from the scene a little bit, you know, and everyone's been having fun. I'm just kind of watching the sidelines. So I just came back to it, had a few competitions. I'm pretty happy with it, you know. I also feel like I was able to do a quick reset on my game, and let go of the competition, old competition Renato that had that style that was hard to break out of, because you always fight the same way. So when you compete, you always end up doing the same things. I had 2 years of having fun with jiu-jitsu and training and trying all this cool stuff that, you know, and I went, PGF helped me a lot with that, because it was like a lot of matches, right? I went there, just tried all this different stuff, saw what worked, what didn't, adjusted some things, went back to the next competition, fought at the UFC Fight Pass, that went well. Then same thing again, fought at Aiga. So pretty active, and within a month I did like 3 events and like, I think 15 matches or something. So I'm back, you know, I'm back on the scene, I'm active, I felt good. So I'm just trying to focus on the CJI. And honestly, same thing when Kasai happened as well, you know. When I moved here, nobody knew me, and I won Brown Belt Worlds, I won Nobu Worlds, you know. I was like, you know, just on the hunt, like, yeah, you guys gonna hear about me. Look at me, you know, I'll show you. And the same thing with Kasai. Kasai came around, it was like all these big names, and nobody knew who I was. Like, yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna conquer my side. So that's how I feel right now. Again, I feel like I had a reset. I've been away, stepped out for like about 2 years, and then, you know, a lot of people may be sleeping on me, and I'm like, I like being the underdog. I feel like the underdog, being in the underdog mentality, that's what always did best for me. You know, that's where I feel comfortable just going out there and like taking the weight off my shoulders. It's like, oh, this is the guy. This is the guy to be beat. I'd rather be like, you know, on the back end. I'm like, oh wow, this guy's so good, and this guy's so good, and they're so overhyped. And I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna debunk this guy.
There you go. Let's get that
$1
million.
I got that $1 million, man. I feel like that's a lifetime opportunity, you know. We have nothing guarantees that we're gonna fight for that ever again. And again, the only reason I was trying to fight MMA, it was really because of that. I was just tired of fighting jiu-jitsu and not making any money. You know, I thought I was gonna have to go to MMA to try and make some big money like that. And I thought, once I go to MMA, I can try and make my own event. And it was literally the event that they're making. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to MMA, make a lot of money, get a lot of recognition, and maybe like make my own event where it would be the same idea. So I wanted to make the pit. I wanted to make rounds. I don't know if it would be 5s, but, you know, or if it would be a whole tournament, or if it would be more super fights. I feel like it would be cool for us super fights. That way it doesn't become like so long. But same idea, like 3 rounds. And judging, like MMA judging, where we don't know if I'm winning or losing. I have to go hard. I have to impress the judges at the least. I have to get a sub within those 3 rounds. And like a lot of penalties, you know. I feel like that's fun to watch. That can be fun to watch. I feel like they have the right idea. And once I saw all of that happening, you know, at the same time, I wasn't invited for ADCC yet, you know, and I was kind of feeling like, okay, I guess I'm not getting an invite. And then I realized the CGI was actually happening. It wasn't a joke. And then guys started getting invited and jumping off ADCC, and then I got a message, you know, from ADCC inviting me to come in, and I'm like, now I'm sitting like at home, like, well, I'm sorry, dude, but, you know, I didn't show me love this year, you know, like I was here, like, expect to just go there and sit down at T-Mobile in Vegas, you know, it's my hometown, and be watching, you know. So like, now I really want to, I really agree with I agree with you know, like, and people can hate me for it, but you know, as an athlete, I agree with what Craig is doing, you know, and the movement. I like the idea, but we gotta shake things up and gotta make people be like, you know what, we gotta value these guys. We gotta pay them some money. You know, the show money for me is the biggest thing. They're paying everyone some good show money. Everyone makes $10,000 just to show. Like there's 5 figures. That's nice, dude. They're right there. It's just like, okay, cool. Everyone makes like that never happens.
For sure.
You just nobody ever gets paid 5 figures just to show up like that. You know, not in a tournament, maybe in a super fight, or you know, if you're this guy or that guy. Only few athletes are making that much money, but so I think that's super dope, and I hope that grows, and I hope people like it and enjoy that event, because we want that to keep happening, and that be an ongoing thing, and that they can profit, you know, and also help people being a non-profit and all that is also it's just a
definitely.
plus, you know, like the whole idea that they put together, I think is very cool. Besides going head to head of ADC, that's the one thing that you know. But again, it's the movement. It's a part of a movement. You know, we're trying to see change. You know, they're trying to be the change. So I think it's cool. I get it.
Absolutely, man. I think Craig Jones said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." He got that from Gandhi, maybe, but he's speaking it into existence.
Yes,
it's
man.
super cool for you and him and all the guys in the jiu-jitsu scene. Speaking of your brown belt, you did mention that you met Craig Jones at one of your camps or something like that as a brown belt. You were like, "Who's this kid?"
Yeah, that's a cool story.
How was that story, man?
So he came. So I had just moved here. I think I was here for like 2.5 months or so. No-gi was super new for me. Also then, you know, as my excuse. But like honestly, it was pretty new. I was still like first learning. You know, in Brazil we only train gi and compete in the gi all the time. We do no-gi here and there, but you don't really train like that. So we were preparing for no-gi Worlds. I was here for a few months already, but we were preparing for no-gi Worlds, and then this kid comes by in my morning class, and he called me twice. I called him once, and I got to pass his guard, you know, but like it didn't matter because he tapped me twice. And I was passing once, and I was like, wanting to train him again. He broke one of my friend's foot. My friend didn't want to tap because he saw me getting caught. You know, so we both like, who the hell's this kid? You know, he was cool. He was hella polite already, but. And then he left that one day, and we were just trying to figure out who the hell's that kid, you know, like, dude, when he comes back, I gotta train him again, I gotta get him, and then he disappeared. We never saw him again. It was like a ghost, you know. He came in, scared us, and disappeared. And then literally like a year later, I saw him actually after like what happened to him on that tournament. I was fighting a lightweight, he was fighting a middleweight. Okay. So I think he got DQ'd because he ripped on someone, you know, which. You know, it's crazy to think about because the next year he came and heel hooked a bunch of guys, you know, and beat Leandro, beat Romulo, and had a crazy run, and then you know it was like literally after, it's like, oh shit, that's the kid. I was like, okay, I feel a lot better about myself right now.
That's pretty funny, man. That's a good story.
Yeah, he's a very 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 cool, rare type of guy, man. He came around the scene and just same thing. It was like right around the same time I was like making a name for myself at brown belt. He came right around the same time and made a big name for himself at ADCC. Yeah, and then he just got giant, dude. Yeah, now I don't want to train him anymore. He's just too big.
He's like 6'4" or something like that, right?
Yeah, he's long too, so he can put on weight. You know what I'm saying? Once he's like, fuck this, I'm not. Because then he was cutting weight and he looked skinny and tall when we trained, you know. But once he was like, I'm done with that. You know, I just want to go big. Like if I had the size, I would do the same. I would want to go big. Yeah. I was talking to him earlier here too. I was like, when I was 16, 17, I would pray and be like, please God, I just want to be closer to Buchecha's size. Just a little bit closer to Buchecha's size. You know, I wanted to be able to do open class and be like one of the big dudes too. You know, if like in the open class you get more opportunities, you make more money. You know, plus you're the main guy. You know, you want the whole thing. As a lightweight, it's not impossible, but it's a little bit more. A lot of more weight to carry.
For sure.
You have a lot more weight to carry. It's not your own there. So.
That's funny, man. What else do you have other than CJI coming up? Anything?
For now, only CJI. Yeah. Okay. For now, only CJI because you know I want to make $1 million. I don't want to fuck around before that. Then after that, I'm back to MMA, dude. Nice. I mean, I'm not back to MMA. I'm back on that focus of I want to fight MMA. I am still training MMA. I'm doing like at least. I'm just still doing like 4 times a week. I'm just not sparring right now to make sure I don't get hurt. Because I always end up hurting something like either being toes, ankles, or whatever. There's always a little something that you hit and end up like, you know, bruising and stuff. So trying to take it a little easier on the sparring side, just doing light sparring or specific training. Like, but it's been fun. Cody Garbrandt has been helping me a lot. So that's been awesome. Helping me with my boxing. And I've been helping him with jiu-jitsu. He's been coming around. A lot of the UFC guys have been coming to training me now. Been training a lot in the FCPI still and wrestling a lot. Wrestled some Dagestani guys the other day. That was freaking cool. You know, so I'm still training the MMA stuff, but putting on hold for now. Hold on a second here. Let me make this $1 million and full on focus right now again. Give myself a proper chance, and then after that I want to fight MMA. Yeah,
absolutely, man.
I still want to do at least once. You know,
definitely.
Go there, try to be like you, get punched to see that I don't like.
It is fun. It is fun. It is a lot of fun, man. I know we're short on time, but I want to say thank you for coming out. anything you want to let the people know as far as like your Instagram, how to get in contact with you and stuff like that?
Yes, guys, if you guys ever want to, message me for any reason, any inquiries of, I don't know, you want to come and train, I'm in Vegas at Hybrid Jiu Jitsu. Our Instagram is Hybrid Jiu Jitsu. Or you can message me to Renato Canuto, BJJ. I'm always available there. I'm always trying to check on the messages. And if you guys are coming for ADCC or CJI and you want a place to train while you're in Vegas, you're more than welcome. We have 3 mat room spaces in there, similar to these guys here. And we will accommodate you and we'll have some fun and train together. Or anytime you guys are in Vegas in general, But if you guys are coming for ADCC and CJI, prioritize going to CJI.
Appreciate that. Last question before you head out. Rate your jiu-jitsu from 1 to 10 for CJI.
My jiu-jitsu 1 to 10 CJI.
Yes, sir.
I'll put myself in on 9.5.
We gotta get you to 10, man.
Yeah, I'll be 10 by the end of the camp.
I like that.
Yeah, I'll be humble. I'll put 9.5.
Now I know you whooped me earlier. Rate my jiu-jitsu in all honesty from 1 to 10. I don't care if it's a 1 or whatever.
Your jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
I seen you competing before too. He's nice to me when I come here too.
I appreciate it.
There's no cute guy that's hosting the seminar. 8.
I appreciate that. That means a lot, man.
Yes.
To me, that means a lot.
It's good. No, you're good.
Yeah, thank you.
You're sharp. You and your brother too.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Rate his.
You guys know what's happening. Yeah. I'll keep him in a 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah, he was nicer to me than you, dude.
Yeah. I was chilling, man.
Yeah, I'm kidding. You went hella nice. You guys are both really nice.
I appreciate it, man. Definitely. Thank you so much, man. It's always a pleasure, man. And we hope you had fun today.
Yeah, I did, dude. I did. I always enjoy coming here.
That means a lot,
super cool, and the people here are super cool.
Appreciate
it. If you guys ever in Jersey area, please come check these guys out.
Appreciate it. You heard it first, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you
guys for having me.
Thank you.